Hello everyone, we've got an interesting one today. The Oba of Benin writes to the governor of Edo State, Obaseki himself. We're going to hear all about it in details very soon. But before I go into the news, please, if you haven't subscribed to us, do click on the subscribe button down below. And also just give us a thumbs up, do hit on the like button just to let us know you appreciate what we're doing here. Okay, so we'll go into the news now. Benin monarch, the Oba of Benin, Oba of II, has called on Edo State Governor Godwin OBaseki to effect a total lockdown of the state to prevent the spread of the coronavirus pandemic. This was in a letter written to the governor where he said that it was imperative that movement was restricted in the state to the barest minimum to safeguard the life of the citizen. The letter reads in part, "Your Excellency, we respectfully wish to invite your attention to the incident of COVID-19 pandemic and the attendant risks of its continued spread among the people of Edo State. You may wish to recall that the stakeholders meeting convened by Your Excellency with traditional rulers at the outset of the outbreak of the virus, where I advised that the Edo State government should take the issue of containment seriously to mitigate its spread among citizens and residents of the state. However, we have observed with serious concern the rising number of confirmed cases of the COVID-19 in the state, which as at the date of this letter has reached 15 persons with one death recorded." So people, the Oba of Benin wrote to Obaseki, reminding him of the stakeholders meeting that was held. That during that meeting where they met together, he was advised, the Oba of Benin advised Obaseki that this is the right thing to do. We have to protect Edolite. We have to protect everyone that from Edo State, and we need to restrict movement to its barest minimum. That was the initial stage when they had that meeting. But what did Obaseki do? At first, Obaseki didn't put any lockdown. He went ahead to say, we are reducing the number of gatherings to 20 persons to be gathered in a particular place at a time. And also, anyone that is moving about has to put on a face mask. That was all Obaseki did, knowing fully well that after he attended that meeting with the Oba of Benin and the stakeholders, that was what was agreed, that the movement should be restricted to its minimum. But Obaseki didn't heed to that. And if we've been following lately, we all know that the number of confirmed cases in Edo State has risen. It has reached 15 persons at the moment, with one death recorded. And the Oba of Benin doesn't want this at all. He doesn't want this. He doesn't want this COVID into Edo State. He feels that there's a way they can curtail this thing so that it doesn't spread like fire. Now, we remember 2 days ago, Obaseki, he placed a curfew. That, to me, that's not a lockdown. He placed a curfew between 7 p.m. and 6 a.m., saying that he's restricting movement. That kind of looks funny. I know he has the heart of the people at his interest, but we're talking about spread here. And majority of people moves during the daytime. That's when activity goes on. So the Oba of Benin is still not satisfied with that. So hence he's writing this letter to him again, reminding him of what they discussed at the initial stage of how to curtail this disease. And here's what Obaseki does to put a curfew. We know, we understand, we don't want to put people in hardship. We remember he mentioned that during his statement when he was giving his speech about the curfew, that he's thinking about Edolite. He doesn't want them to go through hardship. That's why he's not imposing total lockdown. He's putting a curfew. But on the other hand, do we sit down and watch the number of affected persons increase, and just to say because you have the interest of the people at heart? If you really have the interest of the people at heart, there will be a total lockdown, as the Oba of Benin has suggested, has advised. There will be a total lockdown, and also not just locking down. Then you make provision for palliatives for people to sit at home. Who knows whether it's because of this palliative that he is not sure of how he's going to release to the people. That's why he's not putting a total lockdown. He still wants them. He doesn't want them to give excuse that I've not been going to work, and so how do we eat? He doesn't want people to riot or people to raise their voice to say we're all in a lockdown and there is no palliative. We remember and the other couple of days where it was carried in the media that the palliatives Obaseki claims to release to the people was just a cup of rice and a cup of beans. That's really really worrying and disheartening. I don't know what a cup of rice and a cup of beans will do in this period. So I don't know how this is going to play out, if Obaseki is really going to take heed and listen to the Oba of Benin to impose the total lockdown. What Oba of Benin is calling for? He is calling for a total lockdown, not the one of 7 p.m. Everyone that goes to work by 7 p.m., that person is finished. The job for the day is finished. I'm just thinking the kind of people that move between 7 p.m. and 6 a.m. However, like I said earlier, and I do understand perfectly, but Edolites, they need to speak up. People from Edo State, you need to speak up as well. We all know that in other states they've been locked down. However, some of the security personnel have been using to enforce that lockdown. It's been very not unbelievable and very dehumanizing. So probably that is one of the fears, that if a total lockdown comes into place, those kind of harsh way of restricting people from moving and enforcing the lockdown might come into Edo State. But the Edo Governor Obaseki can also do the right thing, can also heed the advice of the monarch, giving the monarch is speaking out here. I don't know if this letter has been written out to him, so he hasn't responded yet, because if he has responded, we would have seen if he has changed it from the 7 p.m. to the 6 a.m. As it stands, it's still between those hours. That's when the lockdown is. So people of Edo State, I do want us to comment on this regarding what the Oba has said, the Oba of Benin, what he has said to Obaseki, the letter he wrote to him. I do want you to share in your thoughts as well. If you feel that the Oba is saying total lockdown will be better for the people, then do let us know. Drop your comment down below. Like I said, probably Obaseki is really, really worried about. We know the last time PDP has been having a go at Obaseki, stating that he's been using COVID-19 to cover up and to carry out some fraudulent activities and diversion of all these palliatives. He's still coming back to the fact. That's why he doesn't want to put this total lockdown, because palliatives are being diverted from the vulnerable people that actually needs it and going back to the hands of those who already have. This is really sickening, and things really have to change. And Obaseki, if you know that you really want to come back in September 2020, then you really have to do the right thing, because everyone is watching you. All eyes are on you, seeing how you are handling this COVID-19, your responses and your actions and everything is going to tell you whether you are really going to earn the vote of Edo people. So my people, I do want us to leave our take and our comments down below. I want to take this time to say thank you to everyone that have subscribed to us. Please, if you haven't yet subscribed, do click on the subscribe button down below, and also click on the notification bell, as it enables you to get updates of all of our latest news as they come in. Please don't forget to hit on the like button. Just do give us a thumbs up, just to let us know you appreciate what we're doing here. So I want to say thank you once again. Till I come your way again, it's bye for now and